Hi, fellow traders. I hope everybody had a good day today. We kept it on the right side of things. Had a rocky start to the morning, but turned it around very quickly and finished the morning strong. It's pretty slow this afternoon. Not a whole lot going on. There were some decent moves, but nothing that had the setup that I wanted to really trade. So kind of stayed out of the market this afternoon. But do want to remind you guys, tomorrow, if you're not a member of the community yet, we have Sneak Peek Wednesday, which is our version of free chat day. So all you need to do is go to averagejoetrader.com, click on the Sneak Peek Wednesday logo, and register, and come in tomorrow. Should be opening up about 8:15 or so. Make sure you try to log in then, because after 8:30, if you can't get in, I won't be able to help you. Because once I start, I'm not going to kind of take my mind off of that to try to deal with these other issues. I have to focus on the watch list and focus on the stocks that I am looking to trade. That's the start to my trading day. Also, the swing trading class starts on Thursday. So those of you that are signed up for it, we will start Thursday at 4 o'clock. In the classroom, you will be getting an email with the instructions, to remind you where to come. If you are still interested, just go to averagejoetrader.com and you can sign up there. Just go on the services and you will see the class there. Or if you have any questions, just shoot me an email and I'll be glad to get back with you and answer any questions that you may have. So now let's look at my trades for the day, because that's probably why you are watching the video anyway. So let's take a look at those. All right, fellow traders, let's take a look at my trades for the day. The first trade was on CLVS. This is the one we nailed yesterday, and I just flat missed the opening range breakout here. I let the range of this candle kind of throw me off, and here's where I should have entered, but I kind of waited and hesitated and missed my entry, and we never got it to come back. Never got it to come back. And I didn't take it here. I was waiting for the bounce off of the VWAP here, and because I missed my entry, I had that fear of missing out creep into me, and I kind of felt it, but I was kind of trying to ignore it and put it out of my mind. So I went ahead, I just got in, really when I shouldn't. There's no entry signal here at all. No entry signal at all, but I got in and had to hold through this. Thought we were finally going to get the move, and we just got stuffed up here. And it just chopped, and we just couldn't get back over this level. For some reason, I have no idea why. But it was just stuck right here. I think it was 87, 88 is what it was putting highs in. But I'm going to go back tonight and see if I could find whether this was a daily level here that I missed, because you can see it rejected here again later on in the day. But I got in, and when I realized we weren't really going anywhere, this should have been my cover, and I would have covered for a little profit, nothing major, 50 cents. But I accidentally added. Instead of covering, I added. So I added to my position, and we quickly sold off. So I waited to see if we were going to get another bounce here. When it really looked like it wasn't going to do it, I went ahead and killed the position. There wasn't any reason to hold on to it anymore. And you can see we ended up selling off. So lost $78. I should have lost $60 based on where my stop was initially. So I really only lost about $18 more than what I had anticipated, or the risk I had put on this trade. But wasn't that good of a setup. It was just too choppy. And all I was thinking about was I missed this move. And I got so upset with myself, I had to take a quick break to really clear my mind so that we can get back in the market and focus. And that's what a lot of people make mistakes, is they don't take time to clear their mind. They continue to trade, and you could be in the revenge mode. You could be mad at the market, and you could be like, I want to make my money back. And you start taking questionable trades, and you just keep digging the hole deeper and deeper and deeper. So part of my process is when I feel like I'm out of control and I can start doing stupid things, because here was a fear missing out entry. Here was just a mental mistake, because I'm still upset with myself for entering this trade. I'm upset that we're not pushing through this level, at least going back up to 92.50s to test that we're stuck here. And I just added to my position by mistake versus covering for a little profit, and ended up taking a little loss. So you have to manage yourself. You have to manage your emotions. You can't eliminate emotions from trading. If you try to fight your emotions and eliminate them, that's an even larger battle. So what you have to use them to your advantage. And when they get out of control, then you stop and you deal with it. And you come back and re-engage. So that was that on CLVS. Then we saw LEN. And this was, this stock was on our watch. I was still watching this. It tried to break out the 5-minute opening range high. Here's the 5-minute opening range high. But it never did, confirm. Here we broke the high, we pushed through. But this next candle opened relatively weak and started selling off. So there was no trade for me there. So I watched this as it pulled all the way back. We got a little bounce here, but I was watching it to reject VWAP and the 20. Always, if we lose VWAP, I rarely will jump in a trade on a loss of VWAP. What I'll do is I'll wait for it to go back and retest it. And if it fails, then I'll take the trade. And that's exactly what we did here. I would have taken it on this candle, but we were sitting on the 9 at the moment. So I waited until we lost the 9, and I got in, and turned out to be a super trade. This was textbook. Got my cover here. Got another one here, and was looking for the 200. Let me add the 200 on this chart. I don't have it on here. So you can see where this was, 200. All right, so you can see it washed out. I had an order down here, but it didn't hit it. It just washed out quickly and came back. And ended up, taking me out up here. This was my profit stop. So I did cover, 3 times. But that was my profit stop. So I waited for the setup again. It looked like You know, if I would have got in here, I might have got chopped out. You never know. So I waited because we were over the 9 again. So I waited until we got below the 9, got short. Only thing I was concerned about was this level here. You know, once we lost this level and we were under the 9, I felt pretty good about it. So we got short here. Got my first cover. I think there was at 50, because we had trouble here at 50 going down. So I got my first cover here. I think it was at 53 when I got it. At 53. I had it at 50, but it just kind of messed around with it on this candle, and I wasn't sure that we were going to get it, so I went ahead and took it off at 53, which was a little early. My next candle was just above this support. It was at 53.35. It was just below the 200, which was my ultimate target, and right on this 53.32 level. So that was my final target, and it turned out to be a perfect cover. Because here we got the bounce here. We pulled back to the 200 and we moved off of it. So it did give some decent trades later on. They weren't really clean, but they were decent trades. Decent price action. The volume wasn't there like it was earlier, but still gave some good moves. So pretty pleased with the day. There wasn't anything in the afternoon that really interests me. You know, I stayed around a little through lunch to complete this trade, and then, you know, as soon as it was over, I got lunch. I came back a little after 1 and just didn't see anything in the market. You know, nothing that I really wanted to get into. So all in all, a good day. I'll take it. You know, yesterday was a good day. Had a couple of losses yesterday, but as long as you manage them, you know, stuck to my plan. I managed my losses, and, you know, the winners outweighed the losses. So as long as I can keep my profit loss ratio to 2-to-1 and, you know, limit my losses, my account's going to keep growing. And that's the key. That's what we're trying to show everybody, how to grow a small account. Now, let's take a look at M right quick. This is the swing that we entered today. And you could see, let me blow up the daily chart here for you guys. Okay, what I've been looking for, actually I've been waiting for this to bounce. Because it's been on my RSI extreme scan, and I like to catch the bounce on the retails when they get oversold. Lately, for the last year or so, they go oversold, and then I buy them on the bounce and I get a nice 5 to 10% move. Real easy. This year, this summer has been very slow. We're not getting the bounce. We're not getting the move. So I'm looking short on the rejection, the fail to bounce. And here, you know, we could not push over this 20. And here's the support here that I was looking at, 22.44. Yeah, right in there. So it had been kind of trading, holding above this and below the 20. And so we tried to push it yesterday. We rejected it. We couldn't close below this level. So I went ahead and looked at it this morning, and I was like, okay, it opened below yesterday's close. I waited to see if we were going to get a run up. I was a little patient entering and ended up getting in. You know, so I don't swing trade out of this account. This isn't the same account I swing trade in. But I will be, when we start the class, I will have a $3,000 account that I will do swing trades in. So we'll be doing that, growing a small account right alongside our day trade account. They're two different ones. I don't want to mix the two. It's not a good idea to mix the two, because your swing trades, you want to set them, get your entries, and then get out of the way. Let it work. And that's what we did today. We closed below this level, which was a goal. If we close below this, we have our low a day. Our 52-week low here at 21.51. And if we can take this out tomorrow, by Friday, I should have a decent trade. Should have my 5% or better. So looking for that to do that. And this is, all off this one simple strategy. I haven't even gotten into, sharing all of my strategies. This is just one simple strategy, and this is a secondary trade off of that same scan. And it's easy, stress-free. If you wait for it to set up, take it. It's stress-free. You can set it and forget it. I got into this morning, early this morning before 10, and I just happened to look at it at 3:30, and we're down. I think I got in at 22.60, and we're working it. So we'll see how that goes the rest of the week. So that's it for me today. I hope everybody has a great day, great evening. And don't forget about Sneak Peek Wednesday. If you're not a member, come in and check us out. And we will see you first thing in the morning.